everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to make these really easy beginners sewing projects for babies. There's a receiving blanket, a baby bib, and a burp cloth. Anyone can do this. You can do all three in one day. So let's get started. To draw the pattern, you will need a large piece of paper. You can either tape pieces of paper together you already have in your home, or you can purchase paper like this. It comes on large rolls in a variety of widths. You can get it at Home Depot. You can also go to Walmart and buy packing paper or use wrapping paper that you have at home. So right now I've cut a piece of paper and then I'm going to fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. Now cut it 5 inches wide by 10 inches this way. So I'm just I use an old rotary cutter blade to cut my paper. Or you can use scissors. Here are the 4 corners. And so place a round plate or bowl. This is about a 7.5 inch diameter bowl. You can either draw around it and then cut with scissors, or I just go ahead and I use my rotary cutter blade and round the edges. Unfold it. And here is my folded edge, and you can see the folded crease line right here on the paper. Take a ruler and on each side of that folded crease, put a mark 3 inches away on each side. Then take a bowl and you're laying it like this. And once the sides of the bowl touch those 2 marks, then go ahead and either trace around it or cut around it. And I'm going to turn it because I'm at kind of a strange angle for the camera. So let me turn it a second this way. So I got the sides of the bowl touching those 2 little pencil marks and cut it. Now fold it again, and all you want to do now is just kind of smooth this little corner out a little bit. So all I did was just draw kind of a little curvy line there, and then I trimmed it off, or I will trim it off. And when you unfold it, here is your burp cloth pattern. To cut your fabric for the burp cloth, have your fabric folded with the selvage edges together. And I'll stack my fabrics because I'm going to make several of these. So first you want to do is straighten out the edge on one side. So line your ruler up on one of your lines and then cut it off. Then go over 10 inches and then cut again. Then turn your fabric and cut the selvage ends off. I'm going to line this up a little bit better. So you're cutting that white part off on your fabric. Now turn the fabric to where it is front sides together and line it up. And the reason why I like to do that is once it's cut, then it's already front sides together and you're ready to go sewing. I would place some pins to hold this in place so it doesn't shift while you're tracing around it. You don't need a lot of pins, but just enough. So go ahead and finish pinning and then trace around the edges of your pattern. Then remove the pattern And place a few more pins just to hold the fabric together while you are cutting so that it does not shift while you're cutting it. And then go ahead and either use scissors or a rotary cutter and then cut it out. And it's just easier for me to use a rotary cutter. Place some pins around the edges to hold it together while you are stitching. Then after you are done pinning, leave an opening right in this area right here. Begin stitching on this side of the opening, back stitch, and stitch 1/4 inch seam all the way around all of the edges. And when you get to this pin, back stitch again. Reach in through the opening and begin to turn it front side out. Then reach back inside again and smooth out all your edges with your hand. Then after you have done that, then go ahead and go to your ironing board and press all of your edges flat. At the opening, turn the edges in 1/4 inch and then pin. Then stitch close to the edge all the way around. This is what it looks like when it's all done. So let's move on to the baby bib. For this bib, you'll need 1/4 inch bias tape. You can purchase that at fabric stores and you can even get it online. Also, I'm using 2 pieces of flannel fabric and I'm using a round bowl, and then you can use a pencil, bring the fabrics together, front sides together, lay the bowl on top, and this is about a 7.5 inch bowl, and you can make this any size you want. And you can go ahead and trace around it, or if you want, like me, I'm just going to go ahead and use my rotary cutter, fold it in half, and finger press it to form a little crease there in the center. Take a ruler and about 2¼ inches on each side of the line there, that finger press line, put a little mark. And then take your bowl. Now you're going to go in this way, and when the bowl hits the 2 marks, either draw around it or use your rotary cutter and cut around it. Pin the layers together and stitch around this edge, and I'm going to do a very narrow 1/4 inch seam, and when you go around curves you want to just turn your fabric slow. Then go around this curved edge and do little snips to clip the fabric. This way it'll lay really nice. So go all the way around. Go through the opening and turn it front side out. And then use your fingers to go in and push against the edges to get the fabric to go all the way out. And after you've done that, then go to your ironing board and press your edges. Then stitch close to the edge all the way around. Take your 1/4 inch bias tape and fold it in half to find the center. And then I just give it a finger press to get a little crease right in there. And then unfold it and place that little crease right in the center of the neckline. And I've got it completely unfolded on one side of the bias tape. And I like to pin it to stay in place. After pinning, you'll notice that there is a crease line where your bias tape was folded. It's about 1/4 inch away from the raw edge. So from over here on this side of the neckline, stitch right into that crease and stop over here. Fold it out that way, pulling it away, and flip it over. Fold the edges over. Now you could place some pins along here if you need to hold it in place. I would suggest you insert the pin this way. And then what you're going to do is go to the end of your bias tape, stitch along the edge there to close up the bias tape, continue stitching, then stitch over it around the neck, and you're stitching close to the edge of that bias tape, out, and then go all the way to the other end of the bias tape. And then just tie a little knot at each end of the bias tape. Okay, let's move on to the receiving blanket. I'm using two different flannel fabrics. I'm going to have one side different than the other side. Fold the selvage edges together, and I'm going to cut a 40-inch long piece, which is about 1 1/8 yard. So first, line up your ruler on the first line on your cutting mat, because you want to cut this edge straight. We're going to try to cut this into a perfect square. Put your ruler on the 40-inch line, or use a tape measure to measure that length, and go ahead and cut this edge straight. Here are my selvage edges, and I'm going to cut those off. So I'm going to try to keep my ruler straight on the fabric, and because we just want to get rid of this. We don't want it in the blanket. Unfold your fabric so that you can see it's just open in a big square, but we want to make sure it's square. So take opposite corners and bring them together, and I've lined mine up on this edge here, right along here. As you can see, I've got a little bit hanging out over on this edge. That means it's not a square. So I'll cut that off. Place your ruler on the edge of your top piece there and begin cutting it off. Bring front sides together. And if you find your edges don't line up exactly, then just trim those areas off that don't quite match up. We're just trying to get it as close to a square as possible. Then go ahead and place pins around the edges to hold it together. And then on one edge in the middle, you're going to leave an opening somewhere in the center. And leave it wide enough so that it will be easy for you to turn this blanket front side out later. So place pins to hold all 4 sides together. At all the corners, take your bowl or plate and push it to where the sides of the bowl touch the sides or the edges of the fabric. So you can either trace around it and cut, or use the rotary cutter. So you want to do this at all 4 corners. Start on one side of the opening and back stitch, and then stitch 1/4 inch seam all the way around all 4 edges. And when you get on the other side of the opening, back stitch. At the curved corners, take a small pair of scissors and cut little slits like this around the curved edges, and you do that at all 4 corners. Reach in through the opening and begin to pull the blanket front side out. Then reach back in through your opening and push against those corners to get them to come out. At the opening, turn the edges inside of the blanket and pin across. Then stitch about 1/8 inch all the way around all 4 edges. For more baby sewing projects, play this video until a green screen appears and then click on the links. Okay, everybody, here's your pillows. Maria, make sure your thumb is up. Jamie, the arrow's pointing to your left. Everybody ready? If you like this video, then click on thumbs up and then click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell and enter your email address. If you're not receiving those email notifications, then go to your cell phone or iPad. Click on settings and turn notifications on. This is Maria, this is Jamie, and this is Manny. And to the left, and so glad you guys came to my sewing room. See you next time, and happy sewing.
In my mom's world.